And we back with another one, man. I just been doing the interview thing. This ain't an interview. We really just talking or whatever. I've been bringing people onto the channel. Rome, this was never something that I would have wanted to do at first. You know what I mean? People like, yo, Voch, we ain't going to start doing interviews. I'm like, what I'm going to ask Rome? What I'm going to ask Duke? What I'm going to ask J-Ty? What I'm going to say to him? You know what I mean? So this is just some new stuff. You know what I mean? But appreciate you for being here, sir. Cowboy Fan Talk on the YouTubes. Same thing on Twitter.
Cowboys _fan talk on Twitter. Whoever that guy is, he beat me to it.
He got you. They get there quick. I wish I would see a vochlombardi 367. Get your ass off Twitter.
Yeah, they would be on. They'd be on there taking that from you. Like, you know who I am.
Yeah, nah, I don't know nothing. Anyway, but so like I said, man, this ain't an interview. We just talking. We just chopping it up. We just kicking it, man. But I've been on the social medias, and I see you on there. You throw up your mock drafts up there. Now, typically, I can't stand a mock draft, right? Because people will tag me and be like, yo, Voch got Caleb Williams at 24. Let's get Dak up out of here. Did I say the franchise? I'm like, nah, get that shit up out of here. But you like to send yours to me, and we had a little talk behind the scenes. So tell me the thesis behind your mock drafts, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't think they'll work, and then we'll kind of build one while we talk about. I'm gonna back you into a terrible corner like I've been doing with everybody else.
It's all
let's
good.
do it. Go ahead.
My mock draft, I can't even say draft right. My mock draft philosophy is simple. I just feel like, most people is going to tell you he's not going to be there. That's first. That's how everything starts.
Sure.
And I am in a consensus that where we're drafting, the Cowboys, particularly at 24, there's a lot of players that are close to each other. So I'm looking at it like this. In a year where we at max, because we're a drafting team, everybody know that. We're not we don't participate in free agency at all. That's something that we opt out of doing. Unless it's just too good to be true, then we'll sign somebody like Eric Hendricks. But other than that, we don't participate in that. So we need our draft picks. They're very, very valuable to our franchise. And this is one of those years with only 7. It's kind of heartbreaking. So I've been looking at mock drafts like, can I trade back? Yeah. Is it possible because of what we need and where we at? I feel like it's plausible this year. Yeah. And it's only a couple of players that I'm like, okay, I'm sticking and picking if they're there, and then I will try to trade back later. Other than that, almost every mock draft, unless, just a person that's like, oh, Fuaga filled us?
Yeah.
All right, it's a different discussion. I ain't going to be crazy. But there's certain players I'm like, I'll move back and get somebody similar to him, but I'll get 2 extra picks.
But look, though, man, this the problem with trading back on mocks, man. This the problem with trade. But I tell people this all the time, right? If you trading up, right, you picking up the phone, like, all right, I don't even want to say Philly because I don't like them like that. Who in front of? All right, Cincinnati. How about this? I'll give you some of my day 2 picks, but I want to take your 18th. Cincinnati gonna go hell yeah. Chargers gonna go hell yeah. Raiders gonna go hell yeah for them picks. You know what I'm saying? Rome, let me ask you a question. If you're the GM for the Dallas Cowboys, right, and somebody call you and say, Rome, give me your 2nd and your 3rd round pick, and you could draft up here at 18, what you gonna do?
Hang up, probably.
They need them picks, dog. That's the only problem I got. Go ahead, please. Because look, I be seeing mock draft people end up with 13 picks. I'm like, man, what happened?
No, it's extreme. So when I first started mock draft, like when I first started this, if you bored, you could look later. I was tripping because PFF will let you go crazy.
Trade back all day.
But I had to start looking at the trade value chart, and the thing that tipped me off was circumstances that presented themselves where there's 2 teams I could see being willing to do it. And that's where this comes from. It's kind of like their need and our need kind of match up. It's the Bills if a certain receiver falls, right? And it's the Chiefs because Mr. Rice likes to get active on the highway, and we'll leave it at that.
For sure.
So they might be willing, especially since the Chiefs opened line of communication last year. Hey, and I know that we're at least considering it because the Cowboys are silly enough to start floating the idea on their socials.
Sure.
And every other person from the insiders at the Fan to Bill Barnwell, somebody is. And now I will say this. I have started to think, okay, it's a little too much smoke. And Mike McCarthy is smoke machine master. And he is like, that's what he like to do. He like to, Yeah, because last year, like I've heard y'all talking about, it was Mayor all day.
They love to let Jane slate a lot of us. They be like, man, Jane, look here, man, go out there and tell him. And look, I don't know if this goes like this, right? But it feels like, hey, yo, Jane, go out there and tell him. they giggling. Hey, yo, Jane, go out there and tell him we will.
And it's gonna work. See, draft day is so tense. They get us, and they gonna get other GMs. So it's weird. If I hear trade back on national telecast, I'm gonna stop believing it.
Yeah.
I do think they're considering it, depending on who's there, and I do think that they've called those at least 2 teams. The Ravens ain't doing nothing. They're not picking. They're going to stick and pick a Hall of Famer like they always do because they just good at this.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bucks going to move. It's certain teams behind us. I think the Cardinals is behind us too. It's certain teams that's just going to be like, nah, man, you keep your picks. I just feel like the unique situation with so many receivers being there, and if the Chiefs got one circled and he's still there, we would be open for business. Now the thing is, you start to ask yourself, am I trading away Randy Moss?
That's the problem.
That's
my problem. That's my problem.
Now, I feel like when I'm talking to you, I can convince you of that because you team O-line.
But look, though, where we at, right? We may have Graham Barton, Jackson Powers, and let's just say our Marius Mims is there. We'll trade back 4 spots. Hey, there's no way.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no way to take all 4 of them. Hey, they go back to back to back to back. And
since I think the Cowboys got Kingsley circled, but that's a conversation for another day.
I don't even think Kingsley should be in that. I don't know where they come from.
That's the thing.
I don't know where the hell Kingsley in the first round. And they've been saying it a bunch too. I've been seeing people all up. Brian Brown's been saying it. Martin been saying, shouts out to Martin. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people on Twitter saying, hey, y'all cool with Kings? Hell no, I'm not cool with Kings.
I circled it in my mind because I said that sounds like the Tyler Smith pick. That's all. That's why. It's like no other team really want him, so we can guarantee we're going to get him. That's a dumb philosophy, but that's how our team drafts.
I heard rumors that if we didn't draft Tyler Smith, Buffalo right behind us was going to get him. That's just what I heard. Yeah.
After researching afterwards, like after he went, I found out how highly touted or like he was looked at as a great prospect, period.
Sure.
It's just I didn't know about him. So shock value was like, who is that?
Yeah.
And it was like, nah, man, he could have been in Alabama. Let's everybody relax.
Yeah.
So now, after a while, I was like, oh no, we just got lucky because he could have went earlier, and you see what he's turned into.
Sure.
But I really feel like just circumstances present themselves properly. Like if Brian Thomas Jr. is there, or like I'm obviously Fuaga, if Troy Fontano from Washington,
sure.
Who else I'm just gonna stick and pick? Fuaga. I said Fuaga, Fontana.
Barton's
That's my favorite tackle. I like dude from Washington.
Of course you would. Barton's a guy you wouldn't move away from?
Barton's amazing, but
you want to move away from there's a but for somebody amazing. Come on, Ron.
No,
come on.
I'm not. Look, I'm not. I can't. I'm not even going to disrespect your
please
fan base or nothing like that.
No
y'all know I don't watch film like Voch, so we ain't even gonna lie.
Listen, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people that got a higher position than me that don't watch film like Voch. So
I just want to make sure
about
they
that.
do my acumen. Don't
you
don't
good.
hold me to that.
You are family here. You good, sir. It's cool.
Tags is touching. I feel like certain players are close. Do you feel like Barton is that far above Jackson Powers?
I think Barton and Jackson Powers special. I think they both special. I like just film wise, I got both those dudes floating around the top 15, 18 or so. Go ahead.
Number 3 on that center list that
Frazier?
Frazier, because it didn't
Shouts out to Duke Manyweather.
Co-signed from the GOAT.
Shouts out to Duke Manyweather. He's great. He's Yoda. But I got eyes too.
So I'm thinking I'm saying tags touches slightly. I know they're different players. I know Frazier's more stout and kind of like the guy that went to the Ravens last year. I forgot his name.
Linderbaum.
I know he might be more resembling to that. I know Graham Barton's that little workout did get me excited for like 5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. I was
He's tough.
That looked crazy.
Shouts out to Duke. And I encourage everybody to do their own research. I encourage everybody to do their own research and watch their own film. I'm not gonna fold just because Duke said that.
You shouldn't.
I'm not gonna fold. And look, I love Duke, and Duke's stoic as hell. He don't play, and he knows.
I fold easy when y'all look. You had me looking at Christian Jones yesterday, like
Christian bad boy. Christian, we're gonna talk about Christian bad boy.
I was just so I ain't gonna lie. When respected people I know what they talking about, mention people. Yeah, I'll go take a look, and I'll be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Y'all had me looking at Christian Mahogany too, like
he a bad boy too. But Frazier's not my first center off the board, and I like Frazier a bunch, but I don't think Frazier is a 24 guy.
Frazier with some extra picks at 32.
Yeah, we can talk about it. But now, and it's the whole point of the crisis, though, Rome. This is the whole point of the crisis.
Okay.
Man, where we at? Okay, so let's just play a game, Rome. Let's just
I'm listening.
Let's say we can't trade back. Let's just hold what we got, because 9 times out of 10, that's what's gonna happen. That's
1,000% on the board. I'm in fantasy land until draft night.
I just want to see where you. And after this, we can talk about trade up and down all at once. I just want to see where you at right now. Okay.
Let's do our thing.
So let me move this out of the way, because that's an obvious one. Okay. So you got 3 picks, 24, 56, 87.
Mm-hmm.
But I got 4 positions for you to pick from. You got to leave one off. Mind you,
I don't know if you're gonna play this game with me.
I'm
gonna disappoint you every time.
Mind you, we don't have a 4th round pick. So
I know.
So
I get mad about it every day.
So we go from 80. So we go from 87 to 174.
And the draft changes a lot.
So Rome,
this is where it comes from. This is where that vigor. That trade back vigor.
I would love if we trade back tomorrow. If we trade back, I'm going to jail. Let me just say this. But with those 3 picks though. In these 4 positions, O-line, they could be tackle or center, linebacker, wide receiver, defensive tackle. Which one do you spend your 3 premium picks on? That means you're gonna leave one of these out. Offensive line, and look, keep it a buck
all right,
with you.
Now I'm going with you. All right, I'm sorry, I got hype.
Keep it a buck with you. That's really 5 positions, because left tackle and center are problem. I'm just gonna say offensive line to keep this simple.
Right.
So with 3 picks, these 4 positions, O-line, linebacker, wide receiver, defensive tackle, what round are you taking those guys? What round are you prioritizing those dudes? Because it sounds like if Brian Thomas is there, that you'll take him in the 1st round and just mess all the rest of this up, bro. So what you doing?
Clip, and I'm doing, look, you right.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Sky should not be showing me linemen that can work later in the draft. I won't be getting excited. Like, I mean, you can make it work.
Yeah.
It's partially y'all fault, because I was lost for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, we might have to take a lineman because it looked bad. Then y'all got me excited yesterday. Like, I mean, we can still.
There's some dudes in this class. There's some dudes, but just because we like them.
3 though. O-lineman's in there.
Go ahead. Okay. O-line.
3.
Okay.
O-lineman.
1, 2, or 3. Like, you want a cool offensive lineman, you want an all right offensive lineman, or you want a bad boy? Okay, 1 or 2. I got you. Cool. So you got linebacker, receiver, and defensive tackle for, let's just say 1 and 3. Let's just say that.
Are you asking Rome?
I'm asking Rome. Linebacker. No
Stephen Jones in them.
I'm asking Rome.
Linebacker. Don't try to think like them. Okay.
Linebacker, wide receiver, defensive tackle. And you only got 2 picks to do it.
Wide receiver.
Okay. O-line, wide receiver. Let me just add running back, because I'm just curious to see where you at. Linebacker, running back, defensive tackle. You only got 1 pick to do it. Everybody else you got to get after pick 175.
And I'm assuming just in those, that means this. Let's just, for the game's sake,
okay,
there is a quality player at those 3 positions available.
Sure, 100%, yeah. Right? So
it makes it, because it'll make it easy. Oh, we wiped out a DT, so this ain't a conversation. So we're going to act like there's a quality player for me to really have to make a decision.
100%.
Kind of like when they was arguing between Bergeron and Mozzie. So
yeah, sure, yeah.
I got O-tackle, I got receiver,
running back, linebacker, defense tackle. Yeah, I know.
If one of them D tackles is there, I know how important it is.
It's the problem though, Ron.
It's not linebacker. You know why it's not linebacker?
Why it's not?
Because of Kendricks.
Okay.
I know that sounds stupid, but I know when they make investments.
It don't sound crazy.
I hate to think like them, but Kendrick's gonna play.
Yeah.
And they swear that Overshown ain't never get hurt.
Yeah.
In their mind, he healthy and he gains some weight.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna take somebody that's gonna throw up. Kendrick's not sitting, and Overshown gonna play. And Damone Clark they still got heavy investment in him. So when they start throwing out these stories of Jalen Ford,
Mm-hmm.
I think Nathaniel Watson was a 30 visit,
Mississippi
and
State. Mm-hmm.
Trayvon Wallace from Kentucky. I think they throwing out these like, hey y'all,
We all right, we straight. we straight
don't
with
get
them.
too excited about Wilson and them
Yeah,
quite yet.
yeah.
You know, so I think that's the plan. So I think it won't be linebacker. It's between running back and D tackle.
Mm-hmm.
For our team right now, it's D tackle. I hate to say it, and it's frustrating because I like Trey Benson a lot, but I know why is he coming off surgery, man?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's not gonna be there, but if like Murphy's there, I ain't gonna be stupid. You know what? Nope. You know what? I'm thinking about the draft. If this is my third, so the other two were the first and two. This is the third round.
Yep.
I'm taking Benson. If he there, I'm sorry. I'm shifting completely back to stupidity. I'm irresponsible.
I don't hate it. So let's just say this. Where you at right now? Let's just say you get Jordan Morgan at tackle. I'm fine with that. Your second round receiver. Who you like? Xavier Legette? Who you like? Jalen Polk? Who you like?
I like Xavier Legette. I like his accent. That's another story for another day.
That's Randy Moss right there, boy.
I like Polk.
Okay.
I like.
Get some names for you.
I like Corley because that's baby Debo as far as just what he would provide for the team.
Now I'm hearing Corley may go a little later though, so that's blessing
Seriously?
for us. Yeah.
See, trade back. We need that right in the fourth.
No, wrong. See, listen. One thing you're gonna learn about draft teams suck at draft. I say this every single year.
You know what?
Teams trash at this. You know, we just gonna wake up and Cole Strange, which is a 5th round pick to me, gonna be a 1st round pick to New England. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna see Seattle draft like Penny or something like that, and he's gonna be an Eagle in 2 years and off their team in 3 years.
Or you see like when, not that it was a bad pick, but the shocking pick of Gibbs going that early. It wasn't bad at all. It was just so shocking.
Yeah. So
yeah, teams will jump. Like Campbell went earlier too for me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to take him that early neither. So you're right. Not necessarily that it sucked. It's just teams will do something that's out of the ordinary, like Jalen Reagor. But that that's for y'all. I know some of y'all gonna be watching.
So in the second round, right? Just your second round receiver. That's like a Ricky Pearsall type character, maybe a Keon Coleman type character, Xavier Legette type character.
About Keon,
Xavier Worthy, Brendan Rice, Malachi Corley. Fine, cool. That's your type of guy.
All those.
Because it's and that's what and
I like Lad McConkey, but I don't know if he's gonna make it.
He ain't gonna be there. So when
he not gonna be there.
So when you talk about wide receiver in the first round, this is what I'm constantly fussing with Foots about.
I know you trust. I've been tapped into.
Okay, cool. This the deepest wide receiver class I've seen. You can get somebody in the 3rd round that can beat Jalen Tolbert right now. So if it's up to me, I'm trying to get these premium guys at 1 and 2. That's just my own personal opinion. And if it's up to me though, Rome, this is what I've been thinking about, man. I think you can get linebacker late. I think you can get running back late, and I don't want to pass on Trey Benson neither.
You know why I'm scared about running back late?
Sure.
And it's just seriously, and I'm like I said, Stephen Jones got me clashly conditioned because I think like him no matter what, and I try not to. Yeah. But I know our team; they know we on fumes.
Yeah,
they got to bring back a name at running back. It's childish. It's irresponsible.
It's childish. It is.
It's irresponsible. And they know they can't roll out there with Austin. Estime?
Estime, yeah.
He could be phenomenal for us. Ray Davis, old man Ray, as y'all refer to, he could be phenomenal for us, even though he got a fumbling issue.
Mm-hmm. Braylon Allen, all those guys, yeah.
Braylon Allen, I actually really like because of his lack of carries in his youth.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the video earlier, but I'm just saying. And I saw him working out the other day, and I got, you get tripped up in their workout videos.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you look all right.
Yeah.
But my point is,
go ahead.
Braylon might work.
Yeah.
The fan base know his name. His name is floated enough.
Yeah.
But certain backs, I know. Now, not that they really care, because they don't seem to care about how we feel right now. I just feel like they know the draft is their bread and butter, and they want a couple of names to hang their hat on.
Yeah. So
if they could get a running back in the 3rd round that'll cheer us up, they would. You right about being able. There's quality later in the draft. Blake Watson has seemed to make a big jump. I don't know if he's going to be there because now that whole Tony Pollard comp is floated too much.
Blake gonna be right there. Blake gonna be right there.
Right in the back.
He be right there with the rest
We
of them.
probably gonna take him.
He be right there with Jace and Eli, Rashad Eli, and I like Jace McKellen. But look, this my whole thing though,
I'm
right?
hearing your point. My fault.
No, I do want to find running back later, right? Part of me wants Trey Benson. Part of me wants Jalen Wright and all those guys, Braylon Allen. But man, I tell people all the time, dog, just because you a 7th round pick, don't make you Isaiah Pacheco, dog. For every Isaiah Pacheco is 15 Mike Webbers. I saw this graphic that was on the socials the other day, and it was from some Spanish Cowboy account or whatever, Somos de Cowboys or some shit, whatever. No mas 30-yard line, whatever it was. And boy, it was like past Cowboy running back picks, and Zeke was up there, and Tony was up there, and Deuce was real little on the side, and Bo Scarborough was on the list, and Mike Weber was on the list, and some other little nonsense was at running back. I'm like, man, I don't want to be missing that running back, bro. I don't want to miss that running back. And
I just want to take it serious. Like, I felt no disrespect to Deuce. I don't feel like they took it serious last year.
No.
And it was the perfect year to take one.
Yeah.
And we played around with our food, and it's like, oh, we need one of those. Yeah, we do.
But man, we need a serious linebacker too. We need a serious defensive tackle. We need a serious running back. We find that receiver, but I would like a serious one. And boy, we got 2 offensive line we need to be serious about. Go ahead.
Well, I got one of the best in the game on here. I gotta ask you this. I was thinking, like, seriously, when was the last time they gave Dak the quarterback? And they might be out on Dak. That's another conversation.
Sure.
A quality weapon.
Last time,
and not just somebody. I know you could make him good, or I know he can become good. I landed on Zeke and CD and Mari trade.
Sure.
But when I landed on it, it was 2016, 2018, and 2020.
Right.
It's not like they be giving it the way that people act. And isn't I know people will get mad, but
you would think that getting 1st round picks every single year at wide receiver,
that's
something
just
like that.
phenomenal. Y'all don't want to give him credit, and he's
don't.
making these players look phenomenal.
Yeah,
and I know he could probably still do it because he's been doing it.
Yeah,
but I'm just selfish, and I'm looking at this wide receiver class, and I'm like, give that man a weapon to where I know you guys got to respect him in a playoff situation, because good defensive coordinators are going to find a way to take CD away to where you either going to force it to him or you're going to make Tolbert and somebody else work. And I feel like I know Dak, and this is probably me giving Dak too much credit. He had the 22nd pass block win rate line
28. Terrible. But
so I know he can make it work with slightly better linemen.
But look though, right? His sack numbers wasn't all that high because he get rid of the ball so quick.
That's
you know
my
what I'm saying?
point. So I'm like, give him a weapon so he can get it. That's my point. And I know you like, look, man, I got principles with this O-line thing. I ain't gonna just be.
I do. People watch my show, man. I got to stand on something. You know, I got people.
You know what?
Yeah.
The lineman, when y'all break them down, man, I wanted to draft a guard. Like, we ain't got an all-pro guard. Christian Mahogany had me hyped yesterday. Like, I'll move Tyler for him. But
I'm not moving Tyler for none of these kids. That's the problem. And that's why I get so caught up in all these fights, man, because I don't want to move Tyler.
Can we do one? Can I interest you in the salesman?
Please.
Can I interest you in? Because I heard you want to double dip. You want to shut it down.
Over with. Let's just do it now and get it over with. Hell yeah, but go ahead.
Can we get? I'll concede. You don't have to go Brian Thomas in the 1st round. Well, and with my formula, I feel like you can trade back and you can get all those things. That's why I want to trade back. That's why I keep looping back to that. It's like we trade back the quality of talent between round 2 and 4. We get an extra 2 picks in there somehow. We can really clean up, because I'm looking at the quality of players in that bracket.
Yeah.
We can get that linebacker. It might not be Cooper or Wilson, but we can get that linebacker. We can get a DT, because I don't know if Sweat's the pick. That's the name that you just throw out there because he's supposed to be falling. But we can get a quality DT in there. If those 2 picks can be that quality DT and running back, instead of trying to figure out those picks in the 5th and 6th round. So that's where that's my most respectable, like, all jokes aside, reason why I want to trade back. Because if we weren't in the predicament, if we had just signed 2 more free agents.
Sure.
Not Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Or like everybody. What do you want them to do? Just sign some respectable veterans.
Yeah.
We just signed one veteran D tackle and one more veteran linebacker. We probably wouldn't be having this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but because I'm like, I gotta fit a square peg into a round hole when I got 3 picks in 5 positions. That is your whole point and premise is why I want to trade back. And yes, you might be cutting off your nose to spite your face because you might look up and say, did I just trade away Randy Moss again for Greg Ellis? But you're going to look up and say, well, I did fill all these holes that I've created because I know their plan. We're going to fill those holes back in free agency when I can haggle. Mm-hmm. But that's just a dangerous way of living that Stephen Jones like to live in. Yeah. So I'm nervous. He's somewhere relaxed. He ain't nervous because he feel like he's going to be able to get a veteran D tackle later. You know, someone that gets cut from their roster. So he's not stressing it. I am because that's just a dangerous way to build your roster. But I feel like in those first 3 picks, I can 100% as much as I'm beating the drum for trade back. It's going to be O-line. It's just tricky because it's certain O-linemen, even my novice O-line eyes, I'm not excited about. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not excited about Mims because of his injury history. We already dealt with that. So I'm cool. I'm not necessarily excited about Guyton, and I'll tell you the reason why is because all my trusted O-line guys, nobody look, I be cheating. I be like, well, Voch don't like him and he don't like him, and I'm cool. Yeah. So Guyton is out. Yeah. Now Kingsley, the reason why I circle him in my mind is because like I know the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. They're like, he gonna be there no matter what. Yeah. And we got Duke. We're gonna slide Duke a bonus. Can you fix? I heard you talking about them chicken wing arms.
Yeah. Yeah. that mother block people like this.
So and that scared me off, like, because I went back and watched it. I see a little bit of the chicken wing. I ain't like it. I was mad because
Kingsley stands straight up. He lean on people like this, and he chicken wing the hell out of people, dog. Man, you ain't beating people. And so look, let me just say
last night. I want you to break that down a little later.
So,
or you can touch on it now. Because
let me just say this. Let me just say this, man. I had a discussion today.
Okay.
Christian John. I'm writing this down so we can come back to it. I had a discussion today, man. It was somebody on the social medias, and they was a friend of the show. So I ain't gonna talk cruelly about nobody. We just had a disagreement. And like the premise of their thought was that the Tyler Guyton situation is similar to the Tyler Smith situation. Let me explain the Tyler Smith situation. I was watching Tyler Smith. The first thing came to my mind was, damn, this dude is a guard. He played left tackle. He been playing left tackle his whole life. So is Zach Martin, but whatever. And I'm watching Tyler Smith whoop people, like he moves people off the film, bro.
Physically balling people up. I remember when I first got a hold of like some of the clips.
Yeah.
Right after he was drafted, I said, "Oh, I'm not mad no more." I was mad. I stopped being mad like 20 minutes later. And
the game that did it for me was Ohio State, right? Because if you in Tulsa, you don't always play the best competition or whatever, but he played Ohio State and he beat the shit out. Look, Tulsa lost, but he beat the shit out of all the kids and he played again. So I'm like, all right, Tyler rough around the edges. He lead the country in holding. You see him grabbing people back and pulling their jersey. So my mind for fixing Tyler Smith, like, hey man, just put your hand right there, put that hand right there, and just don't cross your feet right there. You smoking people ugly. Coaching teaches him how to smoke people pretty, and that's why he's an All-Pro.
He is physically. I've been hearing you talk about the D tackles we got in our division, so I'm with you.
But let me tell you why Tyler Guyton is different. Tyler Guyton don't know how to play football.
Okay, that's pretty extreme.
No, it ain't. He don't know how to play offensive line. No. Man, when you hear people talk about Tyler Smith, you go, man, that violence, that strength, he moves people. This block.
I buckle up Jalen Carter last year.
I was talking to Duke Manyweather. He's even using nuanced off. Oh, he's developed this jump set that's elite and blah, 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 blah. But I was like, hell yeah, he did. That's a black belt in guard right there. He got a black belt at playing guard, sir. When I say Tyler, Jalen, Well, Guyton, Tyler Guyton.
Tyler
Tyler
Guyton.
Guyton. I keep calling him one Jalen. When I tell you Tyler Guyton don't know how to play football, I'm not exaggerating.
He don't got no tool belt.
Wrong. You play football. When you went to football school, what's the first lesson that they taught you? The very first one.
Lowest man wins.
Low man win, wrong.
I know. You gotta get low.
This motherfucker's 6'7", and he stand up, and he leans, and his arms are straight. Your arms can't be straight.
Him or Kingsley?
Kingsley better than Guyton, in my opinion. Kingsley can at least block people, but he does it rough around the edges.
Nah, but okay. So you talking about he not fixable? Duke gonna ask for more money.
So look,
I'm gonna need more money.
Duke about to buy a boat fixing his.
I quit.
But look, no, I'm not saying Tyler Guyton is bad. Like Patrick Paul is bad. Like I don't think Patrick Paul good at all. I'm just not considering Guyton as a 24 guy. That's my whole thing about Guyton.
What round? 3?
Man, Ron, don't ask me questions.
That's mean. All right, I don't want nobody.
I don't know the
come
answer.
Back. Remember when Voch said he was the 5th round?
But Ron, you can't.
I know they clip you up.
Yeah, they give me. I be up here like,
be careful.
Yo, look, I hate Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? They clip me up all the time. But listen, dog, like you can't block people standing straight up. You can't block people leaning forward. You can't block people with arms straight. You can't block people with your guns out your holster. If you're pass blocking, you want your hands away from your opponent. You don't want them way down. You want them in your holster, and then you strike. You can't block people way out here, but he moves fantastic. Rome, I'm no hater. He's one of the best moving offensive linemen I've seen. He moves like Tyron Smith. I'm not gassing him right now because I've been shitting on him long enough. He moves like adjacent to, maybe even better. His athleticism is special.
That's what's getting everybody excited.
But Tyron Smith move people. Tyler, please.
You can't. That's like, man, that house is nice. Look at them gutters. Look at that paint. Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Where the foundation at?
Yes.
Now we gonna work on that later. You can't build that.
Yeah. Boy, that's a badass. Hey, yo, look, that's a badass mailbox on that house.
Yeah, that's mean.
Man, look, I'm not hating on Tyler Guyton.
Yeah.
But normally when I put film, when I be like, hey man, look, y'all like Tyler Guyton, tell me what film to watch. I did it on Twitter today. Ain't nobody get back to me.
Not that I swear, I'm tapped in.
Yeah.
So I seen it, and I was like, this is wild. The injuries for Mims, that's easy. No disrespect, it's just easy. To lean away when you just had a left tackle that got hurt so much. And then Guyton is like, well, I'm gonna watch because somebody gonna come through. And it's a lot of respected people with great eyes. That's just like, I mean, when people started saying stuff like, I'll learn to like them. That's a hard feeling. Like, I'll learn to get you.
Let's play a game, bro. Let's play a game.
There's a whole lot of people that learned to like Mozzie last year.
Let's
I'll get used to it.
Let's play a game, Rome. And look, you ain't got to be super involved. I just want you to listen.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
I want your reactions, and I just want you to listen. You ain't got to say nothing. People in the chat gonna hold me down on this because this. So if you let's just say Joe Alt, right? What's his best film? Some people say Clemson. Okay. Talisi Fuaga. What's his best film? UCLA. It's some gangsters on that line. Gabe Murphy, Liatu Latu. It's dudes that Grayson Murphy is Maurice Liefield, the linebacker. Is dudes on there.
I know.
Troy Fats whoop everybody. But his best game, let's just say a championship game in Michigan versus some gangsters. Troy Fats to go crazy. Olu Fashiono, best game. Michigan again, I would say. And that's a pro defensive line right there. J.C. Latham, best game, I say LSU.
I always forget about him.
It's cool because we ain't gonna do it. Let's see. Hold on, Ron. It's getting good. Graham Barton, who we consider a center.
Yes.
His film is at left tackle though. You wanna know what his best game to me was?
He played center since a freshman, right?
Yeah, since a freshman. Graham Barton's best game was against Florida State. Jared Verse, who will probably be a top 10 pick. You see the
yeah, I see the correlation.
The theme here. Jordan Morgan, as much as people say about him, his best film was against Liatu. People bring their lunch pail for Liatu Latu. He's a gangster. You got to show him. Yo, Rome, if I ask you, I ain't gonna ask you. Don't worry about it.
Wow, it's about to get wild.
Tyler Guyton. When he plays against heavy competition like Texas, I think he gets bullied. When he plays against Oregon, whatever. Not Oregon, that's the other boy. But when he played against Texas twice, he got whooped or whatever. You want to know what Tyler Guyton's best film is, Ron? And this comes from a dude that watched film. Texas Tech. Texas Tech was his best film.
I'm trying to go because when you saying like you said, you go mentally. And I look, even me, I got a pretty good Rolodex this year. You know, just paying attention. I don't know who to go to where it would have been the challenge.
Hey man, hold on, time out. Kingsley Sewell-Matea. He got whooped by Oregon, beat the shit out of him. A couple other teams got him real good. I believe Texas was one of those. Texas and Oregon beat all these weird tackles.
I can see Texas.
You want to know what his best game was? Possibly just one of his best games.
Kingsley
Sewell-Matea. Yeah. I'm like, damn, boy, Texas Tech. Yo, look, you want to know another game he was real good at? How about this? Patrick Paul, you want to know Patrick Paul's best game was against Rice. Somebody tried to sell to me. Wrong. Somebody tried to sell to me that Patrick Paul, hey, he could play. What's his best game? Rice.
Nah, because quality of competition is important, especially in the trenches. It's just different. You can't just be out. That's what when you broke down Christian Jones yesterday.
Alabama is his best film.
That's what got me,
man. Dog.
First of all, he looked like my man from last year that you loved that ended up on the Browns.
Dwan Jones was tackle number 1, and I was telling him.
He was like, he's gonna be a beast. And I watched him, and yeah, if you just look at him, you like, he don't look like I want him to look.
He fat.
I don't care what he look like.
He fat. He tall. He stumpy looking.
Top heavy.
But his left tackle, a damn action figure. Hey man, but what the film say? That's why I tell people trust their eyes, wrong.
He get busy. I watched him this year get genuinely. I said, yo,
yeah,
did we mess up?
Of course we did. He went in the 4th round, Rome. Of course we did. Of course we did.
That's why I'm looking at
Christian Jones. He's not the best tackle in the draft, nothing like that.
No, of course
you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about for where you could get him.
But boy, he better than some of these other characters. And his best film, he's played against Alabama for 4 years. So if you want to say Dallas Turner, you want to say Chris Braswell, you want to say Will Anderson, tearing it up for the Texans right now. Will McDonald got drafted last year. Another player I like, Austin Booker, who's a pro this year. Man, he's running to all these dudes.
And you put it like this. I'm going to just be, you're not going to attach your name to any type of clip like that without some merit behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just throwing him out like that. That clip floated around. You're going to put it out there for a reason.
Yeah, can't nobody buy me off.
Say he's better.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nah, just saying.
Not because I ain't seen no clips like that about Mims floating around from you. Or Guyton.
I mean, I got him, but I
got to find it because it was early. It was during the season.
It was I could show you right now, but I ain't set up that.
My point is,
go ahead.
You probably watched him and said,
yeah.
You know, if you got him in the 3rd round, I wouldn't be mad at it. Probably, if I'm speaking correct.
Yeah, Guyton. Yeah.
And no, I'm talking about
Christian. Okay. Oh. See, look, Christian Jones, and sometimes you have to draft politic, right?
Yeah.
Just like you said with Kingsley and them, ain't nobody take him in the 2nd or 3rd. So if I take Christian Jones in the 3rd round, teams may have him in the 4th. Cool. But if I take him,
you got to get him there.
That's where you got to get him anyway. If I take him in the 3rd, knowing what he can be, I'm celebrating. I'm throwing a party.
But if we got a center, let's just hypothetical. Say my trade back thing works.
Sure. if your trade back shit work, we having a party. Boy,
and look, we get a late 3rd.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like technically a 4th, and we do O-line first. We got somebody that's great. One of the guys we didn't discuss. One of the centers we discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you're like, no, no matter what, all of those guys better than Biadasz. No disrespect to Biadasz. Mm-hmm. So we got him. We went and got our running back and our receiver,
sure.
Whoever you know what I'm saying. And you're like, okay, y'all getting weapon heavy. Mm-hmm. And then we come back and the first pick in that late 3rd or early 4th, whatever, we get Christian Jones. How are you feeling?
It's a party. It's a party.
And you comfortable putting him next to Tyler Smith?
Yep. Because I tell you why.
That's the big thing.
I don't want to move Tyler so bad.
You said you play
I'll play Austin Richards
from North Carolina.
I'll play Austin Richards at left tackle to not move Tyler Smith.
You a beast.
I'll not move him. And I won't blink. I won't blink at all. Because you know what? Y'all motherfuckers up here talking about some Hoffman and Bass. I can live with some damn Austin Richards at left tackle.
I've simmered down.
And look, but Rome, this is the best part. This is the best part for Austin Richards playing left tackle. If it get bad on the inside gaps, Tyler is there. If it get bad on the outside gaps, Schoonmaker there, and Dak gonna get rid of the ball quick. I can live with some damn Austin Richards at left tackle.
You guys, you enlighten me to that can that's where I started to say we might can make this work because Dak can get rid of the ball, and Tyler wouldn't move in this scenario.
No. Now
I didn't necessarily go to Awesome playing.
Sure.
I was just thinking we would get somebody like Jones later.
If that works, I'm benching. I probably won't even bench Awesome.
They love Texas players. They you think they would even consider them? Your educated guess. Because sometimes they just be off base on players.
I think everybody. I don't know where Junior Fajoko came from. I don't know where the hell Eric's. I don't know if that's the coaches coming. I don't know, but it feels like every single pick we picked last year was around early. I don't know why that was the case. Every pick felt Mozzie, Schoon, Overshown may have been around late.
He's the only one.
Yeah, he has some good value to him, but man, Deuce and
Eric Scott Jr. still got me lost, but that's not
man. And look, every single round we took them, and I'm head scratching. There's somebody on the board I like better than that player. DeJuan Jones kept falling, but
it's almost like
yeah.
Last year was the Will McClay, I'm smarter than all of y'all draft, and he found out. Oh, all right, I was tripping, and that's why I think you course correct.
Mm-hmm.
So you have all right. I thought I wasn't smarter than everybody. This year, I'm not playing with it, and I feel like that's what's giving me more excitement because last year they was playing around, not with Mozzie. I'll give him a pass on Mozzie. Maybe that could have been 50-50. It just went the other way. But after that, they started to like Schoonmaker was like it's so many picks where it was like, what was y'all thinking? Mm-hmm. You thought you were smarter than the room.
Let me tell you what I like about the Ravens. They don't care about Kyle Hamilton playing safety. They don't care that Linderbaum is 290 and not 300 pounds. Well, they don't care that Roquan not a huge linebacker. Man, they just want dudes. They just want dudes that can play football.
For his ACL. And he should be back out there right now.
Michigan. On the other side of Aiden Hudgens.
Everybody was a little worried.
Ojimo.
I know you talk. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okoronkwo. I'm about to disrespect shit out of his name. It's some Nigerian with a
but he dropped, of course, because he got hurt, and the Ravens said, "That's cool. We can sustain a year. We'll grab him."
And he was a top 15 or so pick. He was a top 15.
Ravens, the Ravens just draft with conviction. Even when they took Lamar, they just like, this is what we doing. I don't care what y'all talking about. The only position I think the Ravens until they got
David Ojabo.
Yes.
He just, and you know what? He just finna show up and we were like, who is it? Oh, that's what he did go there. And he sat out and probably took another year just kind of heal up a little bit. He just gonna be back around.
One position that I used to worry about them with was receiver.
Yeah.
But they got it right last year. So I think they got it right last year.
They gonna get another one too.
They go draft this year. So they are that's one of my draft like that team. And I love the way the Chiefs draft. And I'm looking at I really do. I look at the teams that I think even we can maybe talk San Fran into giving us our pick back. And the only reason why is because I'm looking at some of these rosters, and unlike us, hey man, everybody ain't gonna make that team.
Yeah.
Go and give us one of them picks. Everybody not gonna make your roster.
Yeah.
We need all 9 will be there in August.
Yeah.
Locked. There ain't nobody getting cut.
No.
As Will say, we pick them, we gonna use them.
We gonna use them, boy. These are boy. Look, man, let me ask you this, man. I've been talking to Matt Owen, man. Shouts out to him, man.
Okay.
Shouts out to Matt Owen. And we just been in the DMs talking about it. I'm gonna have him on the show
too. In a minute. So what's up, Professor?
Shouts out to I'm gonna have him on the show soon, but
I need to see that because he be low key. I need to see him in front of the camera.
Me and him just been Illuminati theorizing past couple of days. What if the first round pick ain't even an offensive lineman, wide receiver, linebacker, running back, defense? What if it ain't nothing that we think? What if it's just a corner, an edge, or a defensive tackle.
What if it's Johnny Newton? I know what you're thinking.
What is so? If I could just throw some names out there, Byron Murphy, who probably won't be there, but team sucker draft, so we don't know.
Hey, look, a couple of them dudes I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
I get real quiet. I don't need a receiver. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I know he gonna work.
Byron, Johnny. I'm gonna throw Darius Robinson in there. Guys like Cooper DeJean is probably gonna be in that area. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Kenyon Mitchell.
For 2 seconds,
please.
I don't want to distract from your point. Just 2 seconds.
I'm not gonna forget.
I know he like the new D-Law.
Okay.
And he could play 3 tech, and because he's like 296 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Big boy.
If we take him, what we doing with you think Micah coming off the ball? Because you can't take Law off the ball, and D-Law's still here.
We have no clue what's going on. But I know we gonna be stuck between, all right, Dorrance and Dante gone. Y'all,
Sam better work. Sam better work.
Y'all trust Sam? That's what's
Sam better work. We are at Sam better work.
Yeah.
These workout videos better be real. You better be focused. No more goofing off. You about to get that playing time. You've been saying unleash the dog. Mm-hmm. Sam better work. And I got faith in Sam, athleticism and ability. It's all this.
And Zimmer is not playing that foolishness, that penalty. They're getting on social media complaining. You know, he ain't trying to do none of that.
Junior Fielk will be in that rotation.
He'll be playing day one. He'll be playing day one. And we gonna be at the damn prayer con. Hey man, what happened to Sam Wade? I like my players to play hard. I like my players smart. I like winners. You know that old man shit.
I'm gonna let you finish your point because I distracted you. But all I'm saying about Junior is this.
Yeah.
I'm praying that he show back up with that peanut butter on him.
Man,
I ain't seen him. Man. He is low. I'm praying when he get back, I'm like, all right, we might got one. I just ain't seen him. But anyway, I'll let you get back to you.
I hope we go call Detroit. Be like, hey, man, y'all about to cut Bo Hanna. Y'all about to cut him. Can we have him back?
Can we have him back?
Can we have Ridgeway back? Watch football.
Don't get me emotional. Because he would have worked.
He would have worked. Yeah. And we
got to him. And look, but Josh Ball just chilling. I got you mad a little bit.
But he still got it. I need friends like him. Whoever he friends with on the inside, he still got a job.
Yo, I be forgetting he there for real because he don't even get mentioned in camp.
Ballin with Let's Go still got jobs, bro. So my point was,
Let's Go and say he was hurt. I can lie. I'm lying, but I can't even lie about Josh Ball.
But let me ask you this though. Let me just ask you this. What if it's not that though? What if it's Braden Fisk? What if it's Byron Murphy? What if it's Jerzon Newton? What if it's Darius Robinson? What if it's one of them corners?
I'm a defensive person at heart. I ain't gonna lie.
What you play? Corner or something?
Huh?
What you play? Corner or something?
No, I play edge.
You play at edge? Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't nowhere. I'm a 3 tech now.
I got you.
Might need to give me a call. Nah, but
yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, that last 10 years has been different to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I played something called when I was in high school called Panther back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to tell Will this too. You know, I went to his high school
in Pennsylvania.
I went to CD East.
Okay.
Ask him about that. This is way back in the day. I went to his high school, but we'll talk about it.
Well, he'll know.
Offline, we'll talk about
Y'all the same age anyway. Yeah.
CD East Panthers. Mm-hmm. But I played Panther back, which was like an edge, like a stand-up linebacker back in the day. But I'm a defensive person at heart. So when we seemed like we had shifted to like a defensive team, even though I love Dak,
Yeah, for sure.
I was excited. It's just I didn't know that in certain situations our defense was never going to hold like I envisioned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to shift the conversation. It's just with the right pieces, I feel like we can. I don't feel like we're just like completely fraudulent. I just feel like we're a house that don't got that foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you start bringing up D tackle. And if we get one of them D tackles, like, the D tackles floating around the league. I ain't even going to say Jalen Carter because he got to earn it for me.
Yeah.
But, AD that just retired and you got Jones and
Jeffrey Simmons and guys like that. Yeah.
Game. Yeah. If we can get one that can, even if he's like he shows a spark first year, where we like, we might have one of those. Yeah, I can't be mad at that because that's how if you would have handled your offseason correctly, that picks you 100% just be on the board. Well, no, if we got Johnny Newton and y'all put me on to him, Because I'm still was trying to say Jerzon or
No, his name is Jerzon, and I call him Jerzon. I don't call him Johnny. I don't. You ain't you. Look, you're not finna.
Oh, so his actual name now is Johnny.
He changed it to Johnny, but I don't do all that name change. Whatever name I learned, I got to learn 200 names.
I thought it was the reverse of that. See,
nah, it was.
I wasn't familiar with him. Then I watched that. Oh, I know what he is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he is. He's like with the Bucks drafted last year.
Cansey.
The little
Cansey. Yep.
Yeah, Elijah Cansey.
Yep.
So, and that's not bad if you come in and do your job.
Sure.
You know, so I wouldn't be mad. Obviously, Fisk is like, his motor's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Fisk, I would like him. I knew everybody know what Murphy is. Murphy's like Dexter Lawrence or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be mad at none of these picks if we took them. I wouldn't be mad at, like, it's crazy. I can find players at all of the positions in need that I will be excited about.
Yeah.
It's just like if we get the draft night, this is how the year before last felt when I just didn't know Tyler Smith. And like, I'm sorry, Tyler Smith, I felt like Shaq. I was not familiar with your game. I apologize. I was not familiar.
Tough.
Because I saw the gut punch of Cowboys Nation, like, who? Tulsa. Right.
I tell you why that was the case.
I
tell you why that was the case though. People just wanted other picks. I wanted other picks too, but I tell you why. Because at that point, I was draft politicking. Right at that point, guards wasn't considered valuable like that. You know what I'm saying? Guards much more valuable now than they were. What, three years ago, man? When
it's the D tackle wave. You better have a guard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna get killed.
So I feel like recently guards have become a little more important than what they once was. So maybe the Cowboys was just ahead on that. But I don't even know, because they was trying to draft him at tackle, but he turned into a guard, and maybe now we have an all-pro guard, and everybody, like, if you look at the past, moves or whatever, people's been paying more money to guards than tackles or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's just what that is or whatever. But people
just don't want us to do like I said. I can be. If we got Cooper or Wilson, I ain't gonna be mad. Like, there's no. I'll be like, wow, we really care about linebacker. Let's go.
Yeah.
If we got Barton, Jackson Powers, Will Frazier, I probably had to talk myself in the game. we got.
There's no talking yourself into nobody.
I ain't gonna lie. We got Kingsley. I seen his athleticism. I'll be like, because all I would say is send him to Duke. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna. I can't say it'll definitely work, but I can talk myself into those picks. But if it's like the Cowboys select Dominic Puny, I'm be like,
at 24, what? I'm cutting the TV off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just don't do that to me, Cal, because it's too many players.
Yeah.
There's no way. So just don't outthink the room. Like, I know sometimes you think you're smarter than everybody, but if you just like, I don't know who to pick, just take Ladd McConkey or do something. Just take a good receiver, and we'll at least be like, guess we just loading up. Like, don't go get a lineman that is like so far back, and you like, I love his traits. Don't have us doing that.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. It's that simple. And I know drafting ain't that easy. I know you like, I'm not spitting in the face of drafting. I'm saying that I really envision myself as a novice person that's really been getting into prospects and stuff like that. There is too much quality to just reach to a possible third or fourth rounder. When we have this many needs, you almost can't miss. It's almost like the reverse of, you know what I'm saying? We got decent needs and so many different players. You can find a receiver we can get excited about, a lineman you can get excited about, a linebacker, a D tackle, and a running back. Even if you went Jonathan Brooks 24, I'll be like, they took it there. Because the Cowboys is capable.
Yep. Feel good about Feel good about the player though. I feel good about the player, but I see what you're doing. It is what it is. I see.
The value would be like, y'all just went crazy on running back.
Yeah.
But you would say, but I mean, Brooks, if he healthy,
you can play.
We lit. But if you reach, I use puny because I was just trying to think of somebody definitively that you'd be like,
how the hell he get here? Yeah.
I might have went a little too crazy. McKinley Jackson. Hey, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, let's not do that at 24.
Yeah. I
think we'll be all good.
Yeah. He'll probably be a day 3 special or something. But hey, man.
I'm saying? Like, leave the day 3s. In day 3, I know you was talking about earlier, like you might have to reach where we're at. If you really, really, really want a player, you might have to reach a round earlier.
Yeah,
that's quite different than reaching for a third rounder in the first.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying, and I feel like as I get better at this, I feel confident in saying that. Like, let's just not do the reaching thing because you'll end up like Philly and Jalen Reagor. Like, you know, you was tripping.
Yeah.
But you thought you was smarter than everybody. Now you sitting there with Schoonmaker, and you really got to have a decision with yourself this year. Do we cut him because Stevens is coming back from the ACL? You shouldn't be talking about cutting your second round tight end the next year. But if he don't show me anything, he wasn't even good at blocking last year to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and then look, he ain't young neither. He like 26.
like, yeah, he like my age. Like he got a family. Like, what you doing?
My whole thing, bro, is I don't want to draft players just to say that we drafted somebody. If we draft a wide receiver, I want them to be better than Tolbert. If they're not better than Tolbert, I don't need to draft wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Take that pick and put it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? If we go
what you're drafting,
sure. Like if we drafted anything, be better than Junior Fehoko. If not, don't even go there. Linebacker's different because we ain't got but 2 of them. So we need to fill that,
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Fill that roster up. But man, if you ain't gonna be better than, like if you worse than Rico, man, I'm not gonna waste my time drafting nobody worse than Rico.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100. Like, and I hate that. Like, you know me, I am glass half full, Kool-Aid stirrer, whatever they want to call me. That's fine, because I am gonna look at my players like when we finally get this roster fairly locked and loaded, you're gonna see me revert right back to my he back height because he going. I'm gonna talk your positive traits up until you just show me that you can't do it.
Sure.
And I hate that, like the next year you be like, you used to love Rico. Well, you know, now I'm in the space where it might be a possibility to get better.
Yeah.
If I gotta retool and go back to war with Rico, I will revisit his positive traits. But in the present moment, there is a possibility to get better. And until that door closes, you know, I'm going to just at least want to get better. That's not me being disrespectful to Rico. It's just I'm just using him as a present example. I just want to get better in the spots that we have holes, you know. And there's a amazing opportunity. We like I said, we opted out of free agency. We just maybe late free agency. Maybe we'll do that. But right now, we really can. We can get better as a team. We're not. And I heard you lately. I need to say this while I got your audience, if you don't mind me.
Please.
There's a difference between holding your front office accountable and just wanting to go from good to great, or great to amazing, or something like that, and just being just outright negative. You know, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not outright negative on the team. I love the Cowboys. I wouldn't talk about them every day, multiple times a day if I didn't. It's just that our roster wasn't like downtrodden. We was 12-5. You can't trip and fall and be 12-5. I'm sorry. Yeah. There's teams. If I was a Commanders fan and we went 12-5, like I would be crying because we just don't do that. So to have that type of nucleus, that type of foundation, if you will, and then just be like, yo, we can tweak this. We might be all right. And just to be like, I'm standing pat. Just out of pure stubbornness, arrogance, whatever word you want to insert. That's where the frustration comes from for me. You know, you got an all-pro quarterback. Not like, I mean, he accidentally went all-pro. No, that's extremely hard to do with quarterback. He's an all-pro quarterback. You got a generational pass rusher. I don't care about none of them stories that came out. You got a 1 or 2 receiver in the league. And I'm standing on that because I used to argue all day about CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
So you got, and if you want to say top 5 because you want to be one of them guys, that's fine. But you got these amazing talents. And Trayvon Diggs is always forgotten about. I know because he's returning from injury. You could just tweak this thing. You could have got a couple of veteran linebackers. I know we got Kendrick. You could have got a DT. You could have BPA'd this draft, and we could have hit this thing running. You should have did your extensions. That would have opened up money, and we could have got those pieces I just was referring to, and we could have just said, you know what? We're going to ride out this next 3 to 4 years, and if it don't go right, then it's time to break this nucleus up. But to do this when all of our primary players outside of our veteran quarterback are in year 24, 25, to do it now is like it's negligence. That's the best way I could put it. So that's where my frustration comes from, because people are like, yo, Rome, you just negative now. I'm not. I'm just like, yo, this is like obvious negligence. Y'all know y'all can do the thing that can make our team compete. Yeah. I'm not, if I'm being completely honest, Voch, I'm not definitely afraid of nobody in NFC. I know what we look like. But like I don't feel like, yo, we just don't belong on the field with them. I feel like if we keep playing around and standing pat, then that's going to become our reality. It's like you had a chance to excel. Everyone did their small little additions this year. Some people think signing a running back for $15 million is going to put them over the top, but we'll talk about them another time. We'll talk about them another time.
I don't know how the hell we get sick of paying Zeke and we get sick of paying Tony, and we finally can get running back for cheap, and now they want to drop big money on damn Derrick Henry.
It ain't. I know I was one of them guys that said I'll take Derrick Henry too, but it ain't just Derrick Henry. It's more so just I'm cool with it. Just we just saying if they just said we drafted a running back, y'all can just stop. I'm like, cool, but we are going to go get a couple of veteran D tackles, like somebody in the vein of what we just lost, so that if a D tackle's there, we could take one in the draft, or we pretty solidified. But to just let that room just dwindle, like deteriorate to where it's like Mozzie got shoulder surgery, it's Carl Davis and Osa. Like it's so.
We are so close to a disaster, is what you're saying.
That's my point, and it's just like it's all self-inflicted wounds. This is not. That's where the frustration comes from, because it's like, right before all of this started to go down, I was like, it's impossible to mess this up. They wouldn't do it. And then I went to the point where I'm like, okay, at this point, maybe we tanking. And everybody like, yo, you being hyperbolic. I'm like, I'm not being hyperbolic. You explain to me what they doing, because I'm confused. Yeah. You know, like, so I'm happy about the draft because, as I've been joking about, we have to participate. They can't opt out of this. Right. So we get to do the thing that we're supposedly good at, and I know that's debatable.
Sure.
And then we'll see what we look like after the draft in those months if we make an addition or two on the seriousness of this season. But I reserve the right to hold them accountable until I can't anymore. Once the season pretty much starts, it's like, these are troops. And like you said, we going 17-0 until we ain't. I'm right with you.
You know me.
And people get mad at it. They like, y'all crazy. No, I don't know a game I've gone into saying we're gonna lose ever.
Yeah.
I'm that fan. If Trey Lance was the starter, I'm still gonna be like, because when we lost Dax.
No way. Not this time. Not this time.
Boy, Trey Lance gonna crash this goddamn boat.
Hey, look, when we had Cooper Rush going out there every week, if I go back and watch them videos, then like the night before, like do a little hype before the night before, I was like, yo, man, everybody got to lift they level of play, because that's where we was.
They gotta pull their weight.
Everybody, you know. And then look, we won that Bengals game. I was like it was that was that type of year.
Yeah,
like
Rams. Yeah.
But I don't want to. The Cowboys look like they want to subscribe to that life permanently. And that's the thing that's aggravating. So you want to just go to every week from here on out is a what we going to
with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. Yeah, everybody got to pull a weight for 17 weeks so D-Log can be like, hey man, I was tired. Nah.
Yeah, man, I'm tired week 2 because ain't no more Dak drop 40 on the also rans that everybody take for granted. I don't want it to be soon, Voch. I promise. I talk a good game about hope they let Dak walk. I would be emotional. Yeah. Carl Thomas. Yeah. If I woke up and they traded Dak, or like when he actually, like if he do walk, I talk a good game. Like, well, I'm gonna just move on. I'm gonna be hurt a little bit. It's gonna take a minute before I'm gonna feel confident in the team, because unless they have a genuine plan, and I don't want to hear nothing about Schroeder Sanders or like Shador, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Schroeder. Yeah.
Unless you got a genuine plan, like it would be just crazy to me. Yeah. And that's where I just wanted to kind of explain, because sometimes people don't understand, like, you got real like negative lately. No, I'm just like, we have a good team. I don't got to say great. You can argue that point, but to just make it crumble on purpose, it's almost like building a Lego mansion and just being like, I'm kicking it over because it's mine. Like, that's how the Jones family, like, I tear it down if I want to.
And don't tell me how to raise my kids, dog. Yeah.
Like, don't talk to me. Yeah. This is my franchise. It's like,
yeah.
All right, man, I guess.
Hey, fantastic point. And on that note, bro. Hey, man.
I had to get that off. I'm sorry,
bro.
Deter from draft
no,
talk.
you good, sir. You shouts out to you, sir. If they want to hear other fantastic takes like that, sir, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me Cowboys Fan Talk on YouTube, Cowboys _Fan Talk on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm always gonna stand on front line. I tell Voch that all the time. Voch is retired. He don't gotta do that front line work no more. And that's good because I'll do it until I don't got to no more.
People like to bring me out of retirement though. You know what I'm saying? I don't always like jumping outside like that, but when I do, I jump outside in a very violent, excited manner.
That torch right now.
Yeah, that's
because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I'll say this though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave everybody with this.
Yeah.
I know y'all think we doom and gloom and we ain't gonna win no games. And teams then went out there and signed the Avengers and the Justice League, and they signed everybody up. That's fine.
Still beating the shot of the Eagles.
Now I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Because next year, everything ain't what it looked like. I looked at these signings. I know my frustration and vitriol make you think, you don't think we got a chance. No, the team building is a thing.
Yeah.
And you signing a bunch of names, and them pieces ain't hitting.
They don't go together. Yeah.
They don't go.
Dream team.
So I'm leaving like that because somebody gonna come here and say you hating.
Hey, we just gonna say that.
They don't go together.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Shake my hand, big dog. Appreciate you.
You put nacho cheese and pasta salad. You know, that's not what y'all doing.
Hey man, this was a good one. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all know where to follow me. Please go follow Rome. He's done some fantastic job. He's a big dog in the state now, man. Shouts out to him, man.
Appreciate you, man. For
the rest of y'all, man, we got draft week. So y'all just be tuned into the show, man. Hit the bell because we just gonna be dropping content. Y'all don't want to miss nothing. Y'all hold it down for the Dosey Woes and Peace Squeeze. Till next time, man. Salute.